Hello, my dear friends. I am Shiva Ganachari. Would like to speak on my ideas on higher education. In this, I am going to focus on three stakeholders. Normally, in higher education, four are the key stakeholders, namely students, teacher, parents, and management. Here, I would like to focus on three aspects. One, teaching fraternity. Second, students. Third, at management level. Before focusing on the teaching fraternity, I would like to speak the general overviews of higher education at institutional level. First, I always endorse, it is my strong commitment or belief that institution should uphold academic integrity. It should set a line or draw a picture about its expectations. Second is a very key aspect. Institution should not deviate its philosophy of higher education from its vision and mission. These two things are very key to build an effective quality higher educational institution. The third is a very key aspect, the planning and execution at institutional level. The to achieve this effectively, the planning and execution, strategic management plays vital role. The day one institution should specify its objectives and what kind of the academic integrity that institution is looking for. From the day one, if it convinces its teaching fraternity, so that that becomes a launching pad to excel in academics. Initially, institution might face a lot of hiccups, but in the long term, it will get wonderful yields. As normally we say, longest journey of life starts from small step. And the last one that I endorse, that it should be the combination of experience and young people. If experience and young people work together, wonderful things could be expected. Now, I focus on how institutions should focus when it comes to the recruitment of teaching fraternity in its institution. The first one, it should focus, the academic integrity and commitment of a teacher, that reflects in research, followed by, the updating and redefining the teaching strategy from time to time. Then teacher needs to maintain some sort of academic excellence in his own way. Then the if he or she maintains academic integrity, obviously it takes integrity in terms of sustainability, because starting journey is not an important task, but maintaining consistency, maintaining quality, ensuring quality, commitment in delivering quality is always a challenge. And if anybody maintains in a right direction, institution should focus such kind of teachers. Institution should not select teachers who come by choice, not by passion. If any institution selects teachers who join teaching profession as a choice rather than the passion, I don't think that institution sustains for a longer time. Otherwise, that institution, it becomes one among. The next is a very very important factor in the sense, teacher needs to focus in his teaching strategy is from time to time. Then when I it comes to students, how teacher should focus on students, firstly, it is not delivering a lecture, it is the important factor to create space for students. As Socrates aptly said, it is not the point to teach, but teacher should create an ambience, teacher should open the door of knowledge so that the student can develop or harness this skill through knowledge and wisdom of a teacher. The second one is a very, very important aspect in the sense the experience learning the teacher should encourage for students, followed by peer learning approach. If peer learning and experience learning work together or with the combination of these two, automatically students become an independent learner or self-reliant in terms of academic, in terms of learning, in terms of intellect growth. The third one is a very very important aspect in the sense teacher should encourage the students to develop or to grow academically in their passionate area rather than in a mass direction. If teacher encourages students based on academic, the thirst of his students or a passion of his students, you know each one will excel, each one can contribute, because normally students or a classroom is always a heterogeneous group. In that heterogeneous group, each student will have a different passion. Encouraging for such thirst to fulfill that dreams and aspirations, teacher should work on that direction. Then it's very important at higher educational level or higher education aspect, institution should not try to hold students by imposing too much of a discipline, because at higher educational level children are slowly moving towards maturity, and if you create apt ambience, by and large student will move in a right way. If we want to control students through imposing too much of a discipline, I'm sure somewhere it will deviate. And the last one is a very very important aspect at management level. What is the key aspect that management should focus to make institution as a learning for excellence or potential of excellence? One, it should set a mark right from the beginning, that is academic standard and ambience is the key aspect. Second one, faculty retention is a very very important aspect. If institution focuses the retention of a quality committed, research bent of a teacher, that institution will sustain, will grow in a tremendous way. And I always endorse that management should focus at 3F. One, flexibility. Second, freedom, academic freedom. Third one, financial assistance to develop academic performance. And at the same time, management should also expect 2A from teachers. 1A, that is academic excellence. The second one, accountability. Whatever teachers claim, they should show it in accountable manner. But in spite of all these things, I always believe personally, unless teachers taking teaching as a passion, nothing can be changed. No matter how how many commissions, committees, recommendations, policies will come in higher education, that will not change the structure. Therefore, you know The passion is a key important aspect to 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 develop or to excel in the field of higher education. Thus, it is my individual perception that I shared my idea on higher education.